at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Haribo. Mukunda Govinda Hari, Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Haribo, Haribo. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Haribo, Haribo. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Haribo, Haribo. Take the name into your heart, take it with you when you part. Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Haribo, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Haribo, Haribo. Yashamati Nandana, Brajapadanagara. Haribo.
Welcome. Thank you for coming, everybody. Time to hear the name of the Lord.
OGEbeats.com.
Hare Krishna. Krishna, Gauranga, Nityananda. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaura Bhakta. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Gauranga, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Beats by SV.com.
Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna. Yeah, let's chant a little japa here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. You can take your put your mic on if you want. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Great, all right. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Can you hear me?
I hear you good.
Oh, it works.
Yeah, it works. Work today. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Away from the microphone a little bit. Back away from the microphone a little bit. Like, there you go. Good, perfect. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare 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 Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Gauranga,
Gurudev,
Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. Oh, Gauranga.
music is too loud.
Huh?
The music, the background is too loud.
Yeah, music. Oh, okay. Why don't you
Too
just
loud.
take the music? Okay, great. Gauranga, Gauranga.
Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Rama,
Shri
Rama
Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya, Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama,
Shri
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare.
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare. Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Krishna, Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama
Shri
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri
Krishna
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 Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Shri
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Chaitanya, Shri
Hare Hare.
Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna,
Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama, Rama
Shri
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Shri
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Shri
Rama,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama,
Shri Krishna
Rama, Hare
Chaitanya, Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya, Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Shri
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Chaitanya, Shri
Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Shri
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Shri
Hare
Krishna. Where's Amy? I want to see her up here. I'm getting attached now. Gotta have her up here. Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Shri
Krishna.
Chaitanya.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Getting spoiled now. Gotta have
I know.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Chaitanya. Shri
Hare
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Shri
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Here we
Shri
are
Krishna,
Krishna
together in the heart of the
Chaitanya.
Lord.
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Chaitanya.
Rama,
Shri
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Chaitanya.
Hare,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Here we
Krishna,
are
Chaitanya.
together in the
Krishna
heart of the
Krishna,
Lord.
Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Chaitanya.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Shri
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Shri
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama,
Shri
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Hare.
Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Here
Krishna,
we
Krishna
are
Hare Hare,
together in the
Hare
Chaitanya,
heart of
Rama,
the
Shri
Lord.
Hare Rama, Rama Hare
Hare Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu
Krishna,
Shri
Nityananda,
Krishna
Krishna,
Shri
Chaitanya,
Advaita
Shri
Gadadhara,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta
Hare
Vrinda.
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Shri
Krishna Krishna,
Advaita,
Hare Hare,
Rit,
Shri
rit,
Hare
Advaita,
Rama, Hare
Shri
Rama, Rama
Advaita,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Shri
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna.
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama, Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram.
Krishna,
Can
Krishna
you feel
Krishna,
it?
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Shri Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama Rama,
Chaitanya,
Hare Hare, Hare
Shri
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Krishna
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Hare,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Chaitanya,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Ram,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare, Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna
Rama Rama,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Mm.
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Shri
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Chaitanya,
Rama Rama, Hare
Shri
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Here we
Rama
are together in the
Rama,
heart of the Lord.
Hare
Shri
Singing
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Shri
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Chaitanya,
Hare Rama, Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Shri
Krishna.
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna,
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Chaitanya,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna.
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Chaitanya,
Who
Hare,
has
Hare
Shri
ears,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
let him
Rama,
hear.
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna,
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna.
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Chaitanya,
Rama Rama,
Shri
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Yeah,
Hare
Hare
river.
Rama, Rama Rama,
Shri Krishna
Rama, Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Shri
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare, Hare
Shri
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Rama
Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Here
Hare,
we are together in the
Krishna,
heart of the
Hare
Lord.
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Our
Hare
first
Rama
Krishna,
reality is that we are
Krishna,
one
Hare
heart.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
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 Hare,
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare,
Rama.
Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare
I want to
Krishna,
know who can hear
Hare
this.
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
It's
Krishna
Hare
Ramadan,
Hare
Ramadan.
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
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 Amy,
Hare
Amy,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Rama,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Oh
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya
Rama,
Sri Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare
Chaitanya
Krishna,
Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadha, Bhaktari Gaura
Krishna, Hare
Bhakta
Krishna,
Vrinda, Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Rama, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama,
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare.
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Everybody that's live, turn your volumes down a little bit because otherwise it echoes. some people. Just a little bit, your volume.
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Hare
Rama Rama
Krishna.
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Hare Rama.
Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare
Just a little
Krishna,
bit.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna.
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna.
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hari Ram, Hari
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Rama
Hare Hare
Rama, Hari
Rama
Hari
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Rama,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna
Hari Rama, Hari Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari,
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Ram, Hari Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Ram, Hari
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hari Hari Hari
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama
Krishna
Hare Rama
Krishna, Hari Hari Hari
Rama
Ram,
Rama
Hari
Hare
Rama,
Hare Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare Rama
Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama
Hari Ram,
Rama
Hari
Rama
Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hari Hari Hari
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare 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 Rama
Krishna
Hare Rama
Krishna, Hari
Rama
Hari Hari
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Hari
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama
Rama
Hari
Rama
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare
Rama Rama, Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama
Hari
Hare
Ram, Hari
Rama
Ram,
Rama Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Hari Hari Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
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 Rama,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari Ram, Hari Ram,
Hare Rama Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Ram, Hari
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hari Hari
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hari Hari
Hare
Ram, Hari
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hari
Rama Hare
Hari
Rama
Krishna, Hari
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Krishna, Hari
Krishna
Ram, Hari Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama
Hari
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hari
Rama
Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hari
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari Krishna,
Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Hare Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Rama, Hari
Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hari Hari Hari
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna, Hari
Rama
Hari Hari
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hari
Hare
Hari,
Rama
Hare
Hari
Rama
Rama,
Krishna,
Hari
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna
Krishna, Hari
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hari
Rama
Hari Hari Rama, Hari
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hare Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
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 Hare,
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hari
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hari
Rama
Hari Hari
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Hari
Hare
Ram, Hari
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hari
Krishna
Hari,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama Hare Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare
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 Rama,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Ram,
Rama,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare.
Hare Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare Rama Rama
Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Rama
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare Rama
Hare
Hare Rama
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Rama
Krishna
Hare Rama
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Ram, Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna.
Krishna Hare Krishna
And
Krishna
this
Krishna Hare
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 satisfaction,
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
peace
Rama, Hare Hare.
and satisfaction of heart and enlightenment. It's for our TikTok friends here. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare
You just
Krishna
listen to
Krishna
this
Krishna
vibration,
Hare Hare
or you
Hare
can chant
Rama
along.
Hare
Very easy names. These are mantras, and they purify the consciousness, uplift it, and you'll be very happy. Hare Krishna, forever. Actually, I've been chanting many, many years. I keep chanting. It's so wonderful. And all kinds of good things will be attracted to you in your life. All kinds of auspicious things and well-being. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
ecstatic
Hare
presentments.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
I only
Ram
know a few these mantras.
Hare
These
Krishna,
mantras I
Hare
don't know what
Krishna,
that one is.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Ram
Rama Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Shri
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Jai
Hare Hare, Hare
Shri
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama
Jai
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Shri
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Chaitanya, Shri
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
just
Ram,
listen to
Ram
that
Ram,
name or
Hare
repeat it if you can do it
Hare Krishna,
over.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Chaitanya,
Hare Ram, Hare
Shri
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Chaitanya, Shri
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Shri
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Shri
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare 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 Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram.
Hare Hare Hare
Shri
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Shri
Ram,
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Shri Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya,
Shri
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya, Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya, Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna
Shri Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna
Shri Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna
Shri Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya,
Shri
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya,
Shri
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya,
Shri
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya, Hare
Gaur,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Gauranga,
Krishna Krishna,
Gauranga,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Nityananda,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Nityananda,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Nityananda, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Shri
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare,
Shri
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Shri
Rama
Krishna Chaitanya,
Rama, Hare
Shri
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Radha,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Radha,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Radha,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Radha,
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Radha,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Radha,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
This is such a
Hare
beautiful.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
So
Hare
easy.
Hare.
All you have to do is chant these names, and this wonderful ecstasy and spiritual happiness begins to be part of your life. You know, and just make everything work out so nicely. Yeah, this is the easiest spiritual path I've ever found, ever followed, and it's the most powerful. And it's simply this chanting of these names. You know, receiving this potency to chant and coming to chant with us in this group. Actually, there's people here. I'll show you here. There are people chanting. We're all chanting together here. Say, check it out. Yeah, you have a group of us chanting on the computer there. Yeah, and we do this every day. And many for years. One lady there shaking her head. She's been doing it 5 years, man. Maybe more, maybe 6. And look at her, man. See, she laughs and cries. Look at the other ones laughing and crying. Yeah. See, so yeah, so this is what we do here, and you can, if you want want this happiness. If this looks good to you, man, this is what's on the menu here. Just come and chant. Yeah, everybody can partake. It's very easy. It's it's a spiritual trip, but not a religious one. There's no anybody with from any walk of life, religious or non-religious, can chant. You got a mouth, you got ears. We can all do this, and we can all be happy, like with this chanting. Very simple. Krishna, well, what a wonderful name. You see, you chant, and when you get attracted, when tears come to your eyes, you're a liberated soul, and you'll feel it too. You'll feel washed and cleansed. Your spirit will awaken. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Ooh, 306 likes, man. Better than Facebook. 94 people watching.
Wow. Nice. Oh, Krishna.
110 and increasing. Krishna.
Nice.
Oh, no Espanol. I'm sorry, but you can just chant with us. Krishna, Krishna. Just chant this name if you can understand. I'm sorry, I don't understand Spanish. Krishna, 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 Krishna. It's just so wonderful. This name starts to feel the spiritual nature of this name. Just lifts you and protects you, and you'll be so happy. Especially in these times, there's a lot of fear going around. You notice? No more fear. If you chant this name, you'll get all protection in your head. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare.
You can do the long form, the long mantra, or the short one. Krishna, 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 Radha, Radha, Radha. Or Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Lots of variations. Nityananda, Nityananda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. People are giving their wives away to me on the TikTok. You want my wife? Well, if you don't want her, I don't want her, man. Why should I want problems? I like being alone here, man. It's great. Krishna, Krishna, Shri Krishna. No español, no español. Sorry. Krishna. I know Krishna. You can chant this. Just chant this name. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hari, 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 Ram. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit here. Talk a little bit. Oh, boy. This is as TikTok is as volatile as Bitcoin. It went from 110 people watching to 7. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhaktavinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta-vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta-vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Shri
Jaya
Chaitanya,
Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda,
Jaya Shri Advaita
Jaya
Chandra.
Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta-vrinda.
Okay. All right. Mute your mics now. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Spiritual Masters. Chapter 1, Spiritual Masters. New window. There we go. Yeah. Oops. Oh, I did it again. Okay, that's all right. That works. Is that right? Oh, here we go. Uh-oh. What happened here? Hare Krishna. Oh, I see. There we go. Okay, anyway. There we go. Okay. What happened? Oh, I see. Having a little technical thing here going on. There we are. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I just want to speak a little bit about the spiritual master again, this principle, because I've been hearing, like, and this happens again and again, actually, very often. People, they stop hearing, or they never really heard very well, and so they don't get the principle of the Guru Parampara, this system of disciplic succession. See? And then they stop hearing, and then they go off. They start developing their own speculations, and then they actually start to go against their guru, like thinking that they're equal to the guru. This is so funny because this happened again and again and again. So just watch out for that kind of thing happening, and because these persons they end up going behind. Behind, like I don't They don't come and confront me. They go to the neophytes. This is how Maya works. They'll go to the more beginners who hear anywhere and everywhere. Even here, the people may, if you're not so strong, you'll just be apt to be listening to anyone. Even here, you just whatever, it's you just listen to anybody. And that's where the problems can start. And there's weakness, and people become weak from that. Because especially if you have people that got the gift here, got the gift, or they were in the process of getting this gift, and they get off the path, and then they come back to you. And then what happens is you can get contaminated if you're not strong in this. You might not feel what happens to your heart, but all of a sudden you become confused, doubtful, and a little bit difficult to chant, or a lot difficult. It becomes dry because you pick up your association. If you're around faithless people who don't have faith in this path, and that happens when the people stop hearing, or they never hear at all. It's just like the Vaidis on the Vaidi path, the Vaidi level. They're not hearing here, right? So therefore, they have all kinds of speculations about what we're doing. See? And they don't have faith. So that's why, the thing is, you've been here, you've been getting purified. You got to understand that this is a great treasure to chant this holy name with ecstasy, because, you don't want to lose that treasure by people who don't chant the holy name in ecstasy, or say they do, or say all kinds of speculations. But the bottom line is they're not hearing here. And they're not getting the process, or they hear for a while, then they leave, or they stay on the outskirts, And so anyway, if you want, it's kind of it's the job of a spiritual master teacher to kind of keep things on track. That's the, otherwise it's easy to go off track. People are already off the track that we're here. They get off the track. And then they sometimes come back and they mull around with the people who are not that strong, who will listen, and they'll just give ear to them. See? So watch it. If you gotta see that this is a great treasure to chant the holy name with taste. You don't want to lose it. If you lose that, you lose everything. If I lose that, I would lose everything. Forget about being guru. There'd be no power here. So if I have to be, I don't want to lose this. I will lose the ability to do this, to share with people and to promote this, because as soon as you stop losing taste. So you never want to do that. You don't want to associate intimately with those who have lost their taste for hearing and following the process. And then they come up, it always comes up to Guru Aparad. That's what Maya wants you to do, is to associate with people who are causing those offenses so that you will inherit those. That's your inheritance, lack of taste. You don't want to do that. So keep, see, this is the problem. That's why you see, I keep repeating these things. You see how you need to hear them. I need to hear them. So I stay on the path. So let's see. For example, okay. It is according to the deliberate opinion of all revealed scriptures, the spiritual master is non-different from Krishna. Lord Krishna, in the form of the spiritual master, delivers his devotees. Okay? So that's true. See? And some people misuse that. If you're not a really authorized spiritual master, you could misuse that. You can not be qualified, and then you go and use that power to control and manipulate people. You say, you see the scriptures? It says that one should know that you're as good as God and all that stuff. See? But it's not, that's not, the bona fide spiritual master has a different purpose. There's a different reason for the Lord using a real empowered devotee, is to bring people into the line, through the line, into Vrindavan. without being deviated. That's the purpose. And so the authorized spiritual master, especially if you've got one, and watch out when people, they're going off that concept. You know, they start to lose faith in their guru. They, like people that leave here, they lose faith and they start, oh, I'm just as good, or I'm better. See? It's always the same there. This is Maya. This is illusory. See? And then they go to especially the new people here, and they go and they get them to listen. And then all of a sudden they're gone. And they wonder why. Well, that's why. Yeah. So one should know the Acharya as myself and never disrespect him in any way. One should not envy him, thinking him an ordinary man, for he is the representative of the demigods. Okay, so that's, you got to look for these signs. People that are off hearing, they start to act opposite to these verses. You notice? They go contrary to the verses. Okay? All of a sudden, and then their contrariness become, and they try to convince you that, and then you've lost. You've fallen off the foundation. See, Guru Tattva is the foundation, is the doorway to bhakti. See, so that's how I just teaching you Maya's tricks. See, because what? The book is teaching us Maya's tricks, right? See? That's why when you have guru, they don't do the opposite. They don't show you the opposite example. They show you the example in the book. So it's not like, see, if I was like a guy that's saying, I'm good, you know, you see the Shastras say, I'm as good as God, and I'm acting contrary to these scriptures. We're not producing the result that these scriptures are supposed to produce. You're supposed to get increasing spiritual advancement. You're supposed to be getting the holy name starts to become more and more attractive. See? Otherwise you're the putana obstacle. You see, I'm here to get people through the putana. Putana is the false guru, false devotee, false resident Vrindavan. See? And they come and they, oh yeah. You see, no, I'm Gohari's guru actually. You know how many people have done that already? It's always the same routine. I'm actually getting bored of the Maya thing. So you guys, get with the program. See how Maya is working, doing the same routine of illusion over and over again. Oh yeah, I'm actually more advanced than Gohari. Oh, I actually know more than him. See, that's putana. See, so many speculations. Putana gets you to in their heart is contaminated. See, but they sound like they know what they're talking about. Just like on the Vaidhi platform, you notice they're very assured. Oh yeah, Gohari, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh, oh yeah, and they never come to a class. They can't hear. They can't get purified. They won't get purified. They can't follow the process, but they know all about bhakti. See, that's beginners. And then people who fall off the path here act the same way. They become degraded down to that kind of position. Oh yeah, I know so much more than Gohari. It's actually, what's the difference? It's the same kind of thing. That's the punishment. Maya punishes you by putting you in that illusion. It was no different when Lord Caitanya is here. He was here in his own village and people thought he was a neophyte. Many people. He's just, they wouldn't listen to him, Even though he had so much knowledge and he's just a boy. That's how the Yoga Maya works. Yeah. So one should know the instructing spiritual master to be the personality of Krishna. Lord Krishna manifests himself as the super soul and as the greatest devotee of the Lord. Isn't that amazing? That's, this is where this is going. Are you ready to be like that? Are you ready to be where the Lord claims you because you've actually got claim on him, he's got claim on you? That's called surrender. Isn't that amazing? That's pretty intimate, isn't it? That's our real line. What guru is like that? Pretty rare, huh? See? And see, that person doesn't get polluted. See, anybody that's not in that position, we get polluted. You start getting treated like that, as good as God, right? And all of a sudden they got a big false ego. Why? Because they're not purified. Because it's only the Lord that purifies us. It's the Lord. It's our intimate relationship with the Lord that purifies us. We need that intimacy. We need that surrender ultimately. That's why this is the only practical kind of place you can get it, is to be with an authentic representative of these verses. Otherwise, everybody's corrupted by the opulences. You see how everybody gets corrupted? Can you imagine? You think people that they get corrupted by getting too much money, right? Then we got all that corruption, right? They become politicians and get some power over your life. They become corrupted. Don't we see that already? You don't think a person that becomes a guru before they're actually authorized and like that, they're not going to be corrupted in some way? Of course, you get more opulences as a spiritual master. You know, you don't worship politicians. You don't worship wealthy people. You may, appreciate them, but you become a guru, man. You act as good as God. And it's just an act for those who are not actually real guru. You think the Lord is in false ego? You think the Lord is very humble. The Lord is very, what do you call? He's unpretentious, even though he's so great, huh? He doesn't glory in himself. Yeah, you know what he glories in? He glories in his devotees. That's where you see his glories, through his devotees. And the devotees glory in the Lord. They have this thing. It's like a transcendental competition. Okay? The happiness of devotees is glorifying the true glories of the Lord. You see, it's true. The Lord's nature is so beautiful. The Lord's nature is so powerful. The Lord's nature is so great. It's so wonderful and so important for us, for us to be a part of. Yeah? And the Lord demonstrates that nature through his real devotees. Not through the fakes, not through the wannabes, because they get corrupted. You have to be authorized, not by paper degrees or rubber stamps from some group, by the Lord. See, this is why Prabhupada said when an acharya, which is really a real spiritual master, they arise according to the will of the Lord. It's like, if you hear long enough from them, the hand of God is on that person. See? That's why you got to hear. And as soon as you stop hearing, the hand of Maya is on you and you speak like a fool, right? You act like a fool. So you don't want to be bewildered. That's why you keep hearing. We keep reminding ourselves here. I'm also reminding myself, this is, charity begins at home with Gaur Haridas, I like to hear these things. I like Siddhanta, strong Siddhanta, right? I like having faith in something solid. This is how we smash the illusionists, smash even the false philosophies of those who come here and they start speaking nonsense. When they stop hearing, as soon as you stop hearing, the Maya rushes in and takes over. Isn't that amazing? See, because that's our nature. Our nature is to be influenced. See? You're either influenced by the spiritual potency or the Maya's potency. As soon as you leave Sadhu Sangha and chanting in association and hearing and reminding each other, we're reminding each other the truth. As soon as you leave this, all of a sudden Maya reminds you of the illusion and you start acting according by influence of the illusion. And speak all kinds of nonsense and try to pollute the neophytes. You want to influence them. That Maya wants to influence the neophytes. That's why we have neophyte gurus. See, Maya wants to influence the neophytes because that's all she can do. You notice Putana in Vrindavan? Who could she influence? Whose bhakti could she destroy? The neophytes, the baby bhaktas. You think that was about little children, that she killed? It's a metaphor for the bhakti. It's, see, bhakti is like a baby when it's born in you. It's supposed to be nourished and by hearing, chanting, remembering, in association with Guru and Krishna and the Vaishnavas. We got all that here. It's like throwing a great treasure away not to come. It's like, oh, what a great treasure. Let's dump it in the ocean. Let's just let it sink down there. Well, we sink with it. See, Sadhu Sangha is praised as the greatest thing, and we have that here. That's why intelligent people, we come here regularly. I come, for myself, I'll come every day, but coming regularly as much as you can is intelligence. Otherwise, you're not very intelligent. Maya is influencing you. Yeah. So watch out for those people who leave here, leave hearing. Leaving here is you leave hearing here, and then they come back and they'll associate with everybody but me because they associate with neophytes, the ones who are not so strong to pollute them. That's what Maya does. That's what the Putana obstacle is. With the baby bhaktas, the ones who may think they're so strong and everything, but they're not. See? A sign of strength is I don't associate with that. I can tell who's associated. I listen to people here that give classes and stuff, and I can tell who is getting polluted. My heart knows. I've already learned that. The Maya sneaks in the back door somehow or other. That's the test. Yeah, so anyway, you see these teachings on chapter 1 are so important because once you get this treasure of bhakti, you got to keep it. It's like you get wealth. You ever, people get money or something, you could lose it. You know how many people trying to steal your money? Have you ever felt, I used to be in real estate. I was pretty wealthy. I had a lot of properties and I was always having people trying to steal it. That's what they do. And you don't think it's the same thing when you get this treasure of bhakti? You know how many people stole it, tried to steal it, and did steal it for a while? I had to steal it back. Because this is the wealth, and Maya knows that. This kind of wealth in the world is, we all know that. But when you start getting this bhakti, you got to watch out because Maya is trying to steal that too. Okay? Until you become more and more strong, and then you protect your wealth. You know how to do it. It's like even people here, when they have wealth, they know how to make a Fort Knox. They have the protectors, the guards, and all that stuff. Well, hey, man, when you become more and more mature in this bhakti, once you get it, you protect it, man. You don't just let anybody come in there and steal it. A bunch of neophytes come around and you listen to them. Oh, go hurry. Oh, the guru he's blah, 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 blah. You go, listen. And you wonder, I'm just so unhappy. Why am I unhappy? See? Well, people stealing your wealth. Wealth is faith. What does the Shastra say? See, when we hear these things over and over again so that we really get it solid. This is the religion of this age, this is what Lord Caitanya taught. The religion of this age is to remember Krishna, and that means Krishna's principles, philosophies, and teachings. Lord Chaitanya's principles and philosophy and teachings, and remind others so that we get it solid in us. You don't want the treasure being stolen. See, verses like, those who have equal faith in the real spiritual master and Krishna, quoted by Prabhupada over and over again. Those who have equal faith in spiritual master, and especially Shiksha Guru now. Because like, the teachings of Prabhupada, like were the Vaidhi thing, were for the beginners. But now, equal faith in Shiksha gurus and these teachings and Krishna on this platform. See, this is Krishna and his more conclusive, confidential platform of teachings. The purport is automatically revealed. See, you notice that? You notice how you're preaching? Practically, you see that? You see how these Carolinas and these other devotees, they come, the AI wolf, they're like wolves. They come to test you. See, and they don't have the proper purport. They don't have faith in Shiksha Guru. And then when you do, that's like you show that you're understanding this philosophy with them, and you actually pull them in. I notice people, Carolina, even softening up. See, because of faithful preaching. That's how it works. Otherwise, they pull you into the Maya. See, that's why you see how important Sadhu Sangha is when it's here. What if you didn't have it? Where would you all be? All over the fucking place. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I got to wash my mouth out with soap. Sorry. Sorry, TikTok. Didn't mean to let it slip. TikTok's more strict on that. No cussing. I think. Hopefully, we'll find out. The moderators are very fortunate because they're listening to everybody. Listening. It's good. They listen. Listen good. Listen up. Yeah. Yeah. He has to hear the vibrations through his eyes. I have a friend who is deaf, and he depends on AI to read subtitles. Oh, yeah. See what we have here. Freddie, a disciple never acts as a guru as long as the order hasn't been given by the guru. Yeah. Yeah, you see, it's Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. See, we have the check and balance. So if a person is not in line with Guru and the Shastras, what are they? And that's how, but Maya bewilders people like that, Yeah. So, oh, my Lord, transcendental poets and experts in the spiritual science could not fully express their indebtedness to you, even if they were endowed with a prolonged lifetime of Brahma, for you appear in two features, externally as the Acharya and internally as the Supersoul, to deliver the embodied living entity by directing him how to come to you. Yeah, that's the essence. If you don't understand that, you don't understand anything of real value. And you feel that, when you are delivered and you know it, you feel that indebtedness. You feel so grateful, just naturally. Why? Because that's the verse is written by grateful people who were liberated by the super soul, action of the super soul and the external representation. Directing them how to come to you, keeping you even on the path. Okay. Could you imagine if you didn't have that? You just say you have the super soul who's covered up, you don't have a clear communication, and you're trying to find your way out of this maze of this Maya on your own without the spiritual master. Could you imagine? You couldn't do that. The only way you could do that is if the super soul was strongly awakened in you from the get-go. And then you look at the scriptures and the scriptures direct you, because you know, you're Bhagavad Gita 10:10 personified. But how many people are like that? See? But the way to get to that stage very quickly is you get the bona fide spiritual master. That's the special mercy of Lord Caitanya, is to give that situation where you can very quickly, you know, get this done. You know, not make it a many lifetime thing, to actually be delivered in this lifetime. This book, what is it? What is it meant to be many lifetimes? That's why I don't preach this book as a many lifetime thing, because it wasn't even written as a many lifetime thing. It was written postgraduate. If you're ready to hear these concepts, this is your time to be delivered. Hey, it's now. It's this lifetime. See, that's why what is this? They've been preaching that Radhe, 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 and Raganuga, Raga. This is the thing. That's a bewilderment, man. Because where is the real teaching? Where is the deliverance? Oh yeah, Radhe, Radhe, Raganuga, and everything. And many lifetimes before you'll be delivered. I'm going to tell you all these confidential things that obviously don't work, because I'm telling you confidential things, right? And it's working. So the authority is here. The real deliverance is here. This is not a Putana thing where we pretend to be, you know, residents of Vrindavan and talk all this Radhe, Radhe, Radhe stuff. And don't get the real teachings of Lord Caitanya, which is right here in front of everybody, right? You see how important this is? Like somebody that's off now, one of our members confronted that person, said, well, why aren't you talking about Lord Caitanya more? Oh, no, it's all Radhe, 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 like these guys do in the Vaishnava. They go right to Radha and Krishna. Why? Because they want to jump. They want the highest thing before they're actually qualified. They want to teach the highest thing before they're qualified. And what happens? Nothing. No ecstasy. They don't think the authority is here, right? Even though what we do works. Isn't that amazing? What we do is actually working here. People are actually getting ecstatic devotion. So this is the real authority, isn't it? This is where God is really working, isn't it? Doesn't God prove himself here that he's behind this preaching? That Prabhupada is really behind this preaching? The whole parampara is? Why is it working? Because they are really behind it. It's real, 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 real here. Everywhere else is more or less fakes. They're faking it, man. They're faking it till they make it philosophy. Yeah, just fake being a guru till you make it. It doesn't work. That ain't the book. That ain't what's in the teachings of the Shastras. You know, where is real? We got to do real, man. Where's truth? Truth will set you free. Truth is real, isn't it? Lasts forever. What do you think there, River?
It's just really soothing to listen to your words, because they're just sinking in and they just make me feel like I'm floating. Yeah, it's like that now, Maharaj, you know, because of going through more purification, going through the hard little tight bits of that purification, and having ecstasy, you know, that makes it all kind of worthwhile.
Yeah.
And because I have been through it more so now, it's always here now. Ecstasy will always be here, no matter how I am. Your words, what you were saying before about devotees, you've really taught me well. Oh my God, you've taught me so well, because you've taught me how to understand how I'm feeling in the heart when I'm listening to somebody. It really gives me messages and directions on what I'm hearing and how it makes me feel. It's a really great. It's like I call it it's like a justice system, in a kind of justice kind of system. You've made it so that the words that you have been saying all along, I was listening to you from years ago, actually. It's the same stuff you were saying then, Maharaj.
Mm-hmm.
And I was too full up of illusions, attachments. And my mind's going, no, I'm not, no, I'm not. But gosh, yes, so many. And you were saying that what, then and now is because the road is clear.
Yeah.
It's coming through clear.
Yeah.
And you don't believe it at first. So I kind of understand the people that, they just hear what they hear and they don't actually get the full truth, and then they make what they want from it. Because walking along this path with you and everyone, that's what we're doing. We're leaving all of that behind. And I feel like, like when Superman runs and he's taking his suit off and he's running to take it, and you just like that now, more so like the body, more than the body. And it's so nice to because I didn't understand so much, but I had faith in it. I don't know, I've always had faith in this stuff, because I did so much research and there was nowhere else to go from that. There was dead ends everywhere, and until I met you, and you have opened the door. And if we just carry on and we carry on listening to you, and we just carry on and we carry on, and we help each other and support each other, when we do that with each other, it's such a strong Sangha. Amy was saying the other day, wasn't she, about how intimate this Sangha is, and you've made, you've allowed us to be able to, in this safe space, you've allowed us to grow. That is the ultimate. I feel actually, Maharaj, like there's something growing inside me. I feel that now. These words, they're not just words now. A lot of them, I'm not saying all of them, but they're my experience. And they cut through the superficial layer of the words. The words, they go deeper and deeper in their meaning. And so I understand people who stay at a certain place because they're understanding superficially, and they kind of stay there and they're not going deeper. Well, we just got to keep hearing. I know there's nowhere. You know what did it for me? When you said, I'm going to come back in my next life and I'm going to be on the machine again. I was like, no way. that made me run even more. But how I feel now is, the heart is softened, understanding deeper, having more compassion and having more relationship, because I'm always holding my center, I'm always holding that center, and there's always growth. I love growth, because that if you don't grow, it does make you sick. This movement, you keep moving it. I'm not saying my body still gets unwell, but listening just brings you out. It's such a tool. You've given me an endless toolbox to be able to use, whilst I'm in this consciousness. People don't understand, again, I'll say this, people don't understand, why, I'm so devoted to you, why, I will go through whatever you say, because it's always right. I can't deny that. That's been my experience in, all these years. It's always right, and it's been the greatest. And Maharaj, I've been studying all my life, trying to see somebody. Well, this is my greatest study, simplest study, because it's life changing. It's life changing. It's now living. It's like living more in spirit and less in the material world. And it's like, wow, it's really different. It's getting used to that, being in spirit more and being in that place. This is so great for anyone, whatever they have, wherever position they're coming from, to be able to come to this. This is a safe house for everyone. And it just depends on how much you really want to surrender to this. Really, you're really in turmoil, and you need to get out. You need to transcend it. Nothing else will help you except the transcendence, and that is the word of God coming from a real, true, great, exceptional, bona fide spiritual master. And I have never met anybody that does what you do, has done what you have been doing all of these years, and continuously being given that. You could only do it if you were empowered by God and ordered by a resident of God himself, a resident of Vrindavan. The line from God himself all the way down the parampara to you, that is solid. that is just solid grounding for us to be able to grow and actually let go and cut down that illusion and actually live spiritual life. You've done that for me. I can't believe it. Well, I can't believe it. I could do it. I never had no doubt in what you've been doing, but I thought I can't do it. I can't do it, you know, because some kind of attachment. But no, if I can do it, anybody can do it. I'm so devoted
just
to
follow the process, man. You know, just here. You know, that's it, man. Yeah.
Don't let go. Keep following the process. Keep going back to the process again and again and again. And the process, actually, you kind of become the process. You know, it just becomes natural in you. The Bhakti Ladder Beej is growing in you, and you can feel that. I never thought I'd say these things that I'm saying. I've been so eager, so desperate to want to know what you have been, to know the meaning of your words. And yeah, thank you very much, Maharaj. It's an amazing journey, and it's going on and on.
It goes on forever. Yeah, great. Thank you. Okay, here, a couple more verses here. Let's do that. Okay. See, to those who are constantly devoted to me, serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. See, and so as a disciple, see, so that if you have a bona fide spiritual master, you keep the spiritual master. You notice that they said the spiritual master is Krishna, and in coming to deliver you the external manifestation of the super soul. You hear that? So now the next verse comes. So this can be two things. The spiritual master, who is the liberated soul, they worship the Lord with loving ecstasy. See? And so they are directed that way, but most people can't. That's why the spiritual master comes. So if you continue to serve the spiritual master, see, then constantly devoted to serving me, see, then you will mature to the point and you'll have your thing. But you see, those who don't do that, it doesn't mature. They lose that constant service, and they stop. And then what happens? Their spiritual advancement literally stops. See, they're stopped in their tracks. They cannot advance. They think in their minds they're advancing, but they're not going anywhere. They're stuck in idle now. They're not moving. See, because they're not constantly devoted to serving. So the spiritual master is, that's why you see Krishna, Lord Caitanya taught, serving the spiritual master is better than serving me. Because that's your only possibility to really serve the Lord until you're on the advanced stage. Because even on the advanced stage, the devotee naturally is serving the pure devotees, even if they're not a living one here. Like I feel myself serving Prabhupada. I feel myself always serving all the devotees. Okay? Whether they're in the body or out of the body. But that comes when you have this relationship. That's why my whole thing is to get you into the relationship that I have. And not fall by the wayside like some people are showing the example of. And you see what the result is. They lose faith in Guru, and then they start speculating on who Krishna is again. And they forget, oh, we don't need to go to Lord Caitanya. Just Radhe, 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 right? We just go directly now. Oh, I know so much more. Actually, I'm Gaurari's Guru. See, all these speculations, in other words, they're not faithfully, they stopped, they lost their real faith and they lost the real path. See, equal faith in Guru, the spiritual master, and Krishna. All the real teachings and the real meanings. That's treasure, man. The treasure is tasting the meaning of these verses. Otherwise, you lose that taste for the name and the pastimes and the qualities and the characteristics of Krishna. You lost it. You lost the path. You lost the treasure. You lost everything. You're penniless again. You're a poor person. And all you do is develop the false ego. Like one of my students mentioned, oh, great pride is developing more. Yep, that's exactly, that's what will happen. All of a sudden there'll be oh yeah, Gohar, he doesn't know anything. I know so much. And they lose the association of real devotees. Or they want to come in and to pollute them because Maya uses them now and to test the neophytes. I mean, I don't go for that stuff, man. I'll tell them a thing or two if they come across my path. Okay, but they'll go to the neophytes because that's what Putana does. She goes to the baby bhaktas to pollute them and to steal them away, steal their wealth. So watch out, You want this to mature, and then naturally you'll act like that. Naturally you'll chastise these people. You'll tell them a thing or two. You won't believe them because that faith in the illusion is your weakness and your downfall. Okay? You don't want to have faith in illusion. You want to be clear. What is illusion? What is truth? That's why we do our little classes every day. So after a while, you realize, see, this becomes your foundation, this truth. What did Jesus say? The truth will set you free, not illusions, not these illusions these little whippersnappers create, that they're so, oh, we're so, yeah, we don't need Gaura. That's not the Shastras. That's why, like we can preach the real thing now. Because it's not, like ISKCON comes, oh, well, we have all these, but they're not teaching properly. The Shastras don't confirm what they say. And they can't awaken any love of God in anybody. See, because the Lord is not pleased with them yet. See? You want the pleasure of the Lord? The real pleasure of the Lord is not wealth. Thinking, when you say, wow, I got all this wealth, I'm really happy. That's also God on that level. That's your happiness is a mundane material level. But is that the real spiritual happiness of God? He's not happy having all material stuff, and that doesn't get him off. That doesn't give him satisfaction or his real devotees. What gives his real devotees satisfaction is himself, the truth. See, these Shastras, these truths, this is solid, man. This is what people need. That's a spiritual master that lives by these principles. Not those are wannabes. They're caught up in Putana. All those ISKCON gurus, all these guys, they're caught up in Putana. They're not preaching the book. They're not preaching the mercy of Lord Caitanya. They're not promoting this or what do you call it, transmitting this mercy. The Lord has to be pleased with you. When you have the real mercy, you have the real pleasure of the Lord. What is that? Ecstasy. Conclusive truth, huh? Satchidananda. You got that. And anybody who associates with you becomes infected by that. And they become Satchidananda. That's the secret, man. That's Guru, man. That's the real Krishna they present. That's the real happiness of the Lord they present. And it becomes a present for you. It becomes presence for you, present in your life. Isn't that a nice name? Word, present, presence, present. There's no other practical way. Jesus taught it, same path. Could you imagine if Jesus didn't come? That's why people don't believe in, oh, really? Well, what do you think the Holy Spirit is here? It's because of Jesus. What if Lord Caitanya didn't come? You think that spirit would be here still? It's barely here now. It's only here in our Sangha as far as I could see. When I was looking, where's that spirit, man? I didn't see it. I didn't see it in any of those gurus, not even one. Any living guru I met. I never met Prabhupada, but I could tell that these guys got it. But every living guru, I said, no, I don't know, man. It doesn't look like that's here. Where's the proof? I'm not impressed by somebody saying, well, real Krishna consciousness is the most austere person is the most bona fide. The most renounced person is the most bona fide. The most rule figure follower, or the one has the biggest rubber stamp, and all the followers saying, "Oh, he's so great." Neophytes neophytes tend to follow people that are not self-realized. Very rare do you get somebody. That's why you see Prabhupada taught the neophytes. And what did he teach them? Rules, regulations, everything. Because very few people can follow an ecstatic devotee that knows the truth. Because why would we want to follow some crazy person who laughs and cries and tells us things that destroy our illusions that we so much believe in? Why would we follow somebody like that? Right? The reason why River is ecstatic here, she went through it. She listened. She believed in the process, right? All those illusions that she was getting purified of could have stopped her at any point. Yeah, you got to be like that. That's why that's your witness program. The people look at you, man, Some people are stopped by their obstacles, and you say, well, hey man, keep going, man. I did. Look at the result. Isn't that nice? You know how many people here, they need that because they're started, when the processing comes through, they want to stop, they want to leave, they want to go away. That's what neophytes do. That's why Vaides don't come here, because as soon as the processing, the purification comes, the stuff coming up, your illusions coming up, you want to run away from that, right? You want to hide from that. This is how it is. That's why, when you're with preaching and sharing this message, people share the message, but don't want to like, oh, you got to come. Hey man, they're going to come. You give them the message and you help them as much as possible. But you got to be willing to let go too. It's not about getting all these neophytes in ISKCON and all that here. They got to, they may not be ready for this. You give them the message. If they come, great, move on. But don't get like you got to get them, to come and be here. They might not be right for them. Probably isn't for most. But few, there'll be a few in different, hey. Some people, you see how people that come here, they really want Krishna. They really want God. That'll get you through. And you're around people who are like that here. Get you through everything. See, for you appear in two features, externally as the Acharya and internally as the super soul, to deliver the embodied living being by directing him how to come to you. So there you go. See, directing him how to come to you. Do you notice there's some directions here? See, like rules. There's the rules of the gross rules. Don't do this. Don't eat this. Don't eat it. Well, also don't associate with polluted persons. Don't associate intimately with people who are offensive to the real path. Don't believe in them. Don't believe in illusions that that are contaminating them. See, yeah. This is some direction too, right? It's easy. You just it makes sense, doesn't it? Makes sense. Don't take on board the illusions that people that are off the path, the real path. See? Could you imagine if those persons would come here and heard this class, but they don't. They don't want to. Okay? That's their desire. That's there. So all you can do is give them the message. So don't be afraid to preach the message. That's what they need to hear. And be, so, Nityananda, what the advanced stage is? Nityananda was, his quality was he was the disinterested friend of the fallen. He was not really interested in what they were interested in, but he was their friend. He was their best chance at getting out. Okay? That's how it is here, Your people's best chance of getting out of illusion is here, is this association and these teachings. We give it, but, you got to grab on too. It's like, you throw a rope out, the person has to grab the rope, right? What if they don't grab the rope? They don't get out. We throw the rope, grab the rope. We say, grab the rope. They, no, I don't grab the rope. I'm sorry, I don't. What do you want to say? Oh, well, let me jump in with you. No, we're on the shore, man. We're throwing the rope out. Grab the rope. Oh, no. Okay, I grabbed it. Okay, we pulled them. You see, pulled them in. Fish. What do you think that concept Jesus taught? I'm fishermen of men. See, you throw the line. Hey, grab the line, man. No, I don't want to grab the line. Okay, we'll fish somewhere. Okay, throw the line somewhere else. Hey, grab the line. Maybe somebody grabbed there, right? See how it works like that? Just throw the line out. The line is the truth. See, grab onto it. If they really want the truth and they really truth seekers, they'll grab. Hopefully they'll hold on. You can encourage devotees, To those who are constantly devoted to me, serving me with love, I give the understanding which they can come to me. See? That's why advanced devotees, they follow this path to the end. They never lose faith in Guru. Therefore, they never lose faith in the real Krishna. Therefore, they can be useful transcendentally. You want to be transcendentally useful or more or less useless or just for the neophytes? That's why you see quality people come here, don't they? See? Because they want to associate with quality devotees like many of you who are faithful to the end. You can see. You think Lalita's ever going to leave? You think Lohan's going to leave? You think River's going to leave? You think that you see why Krishna trusts them? How do you know he trusts them? Gives them the ecstasy. See? He gives him his transcendental. He wants to give that to you. That's why if you come strong in this association with these devotees, we're working as a team. We're playing ball on the field. We're on the stage of the world, right? All the world's a stage, man. What's on the stage? Well, Lord Caitanya's Amazing Grace place, man. We're dishing out the grace. Yeah, you guys can balk, you Vites out the AI wolves and all that stuff. That's all you are. You just bark, 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 bark. But we're on the stage and we're dancing, man. We got Lord Caitanya's mercy and proclaiming it to the world. Grab on, man. Grab on here on TikTok. Whatever, man. Grab onto this path. Just can't you feel it, man? Can't you feel there's some special potency here? Because if you can, just stick around. It just gets better. More powerful, more uplifting. We've been doing it for years. We've been here for years. I've been for 20-something years doing these classes. This is called the spiritual potency. It's different than any of the content that you have on Facebook and TikTok. This content is different. This relieves you of problems, and it's free. All they want to do is charge you money and everything, and it's kind of it's a material bodily thing. We activate people's spiritual body here. That's who you really are. This is the content that's not. The real content in this world is meant to be spirit content, because that's who we are and who we're related to, right? We're related to the Supreme Spirit, but people don't know that. See, that content, this is unlimited content, unlimited transcendental spiritual content being put on the stage now of this world so that people can access it. Otherwise, it's not on the stage. See, all the world's a stage by Shakespeare, right? All the world's a stage. But what's being enacted on the stage? This Lord Chaitanya's amazing grace has not been enacted on the stage of the world for a long time, only increments of it. That Vaidhi thing where you see their intelligence on that level is not purified. It's not clean. They're against the real mercy. They're against being delivered in this life. Can you imagine that? Well, hey, man, that's the promotion, is the truth. The truth is deliverance in this life. You come into this Sangha, this association, you will feel rapid spiritual advancement. You get Lord Caitanya, who is the only meaning of advancing practically in spiritual life. Yeah. What else we got here? The Supreme Personality of Godhead taught Brahma and made himself realize. Please hear attentively what I shall speak to you. For transcendental knowledge about me is not only scientific, but is full of mysteries. All you have to do is ask the question. You people who listen attentively, do you hear that here? Is it scientific what you're hearing? And is it full of mysteries that these Vaidhis don't know and they can't speculate on? That shows you're in the right place, huh? You got to find the real devotee Bhagavat who's really empowered by the spiritual potency like this book is. And when they speak to you, you say, wow, man, those concepts in that book jumped out onto the living book and the living book of life. I actually hear the vibration of those words. Therefore, I understand them because you followed the verse, right? Please listen, O Brahma, O Shamagori, all of you guys out there. See, this is scientific and full of mysteries. See, if you follow this process, you get the result of love of Krishna very quickly. Great science, huh? The science of self-realization. You're not going to be self-realized until love for Krishna, love for God awakens in your heart. You're not going to be self-realized. See, that's the real self. Communion with the real self is self-realization, right? Love, loving communion, connection. See, there's no self-realization without that. No realization. See, that's your real eyes, is that devotion, man. Yeah, it gives us sight of the real absolute truth. It gives us the real sight of Krishna, the vision of Krishna. Otherwise, there's no vision. It's devotional vision. That's where I see Bhakti Vedanta. The real Vedanta is God, is Krishna, is the absolute truth. See? But you need this pure bhakti, this prema that's being distributed here very easily to access that, to assess that, to promote that vision in this world. Remember that vision? Even a fool who gets the mercy of Lord Caitanya, see chapter 4, verse 1. Even a fool who gets the mercy of Lord Caitanya, see, that mercy is this devotion that comes through Lord Chaitanya's real representative in this world. See? Can understand the real pastimes of Krishna according to the vision of the revealed scriptures. You can tell, you come here long enough, you see what's outside that vision. And that's your protection, is that sight. Ah, that's the illusion. Oh, look at them. They're trying to pretend they know Srimad Bhagavatam, right? You could see that with the Vaidhis. You could see who really knows Srimad Bhagavatam here. Look at Johan, and Janaki. Look at their, and Freddie, look at their testimony. Oh, we thought we read and studied Srimad Bhagavatam, but now we really know it because we heard it like you're supposed to hear it, right? It says Please hear. See, you don't think Srimad Bhagavatam's full of mysteries? Even another scholar, what's his name? Fernando. You hear his you should be following the preaching of the devotees here. This is where you really learn. If you're not looking at all this stuff and you're getting caught up in all this Vaidhi stuff, and Prabhupada said this, and you're not looking at this preaching, hey man, this is dynamic. What are you doing? This is where the preaching, don't be posting all this and you miss this. You should be looking at Fernando. You're in the Leela here. Be in the Leela, not in your ideas and all that stuff. And Prabhupada's all old idea. This is the Leela here, man. It's dynamic. Fernando's out there preaching fantastic stuff. The people, now you learn the philosophy, you see how it works. The person, see how Fernando, he listens, he hears. Krishna's giving him mercy, the devotional vision. And he's saying, I translated Prabhupada's books and all that stuff. And I read them and I heard the lectures but I'm hearing from Gohari and I'm understanding now on another level. See, that's the preaching. That's what you need to hear. This is Prabhupada's teachings in action. You need to be with this action, with this program. See? Then you're progressive. Otherwise, you wonder why are you so weak and floundering sometimes. Get with this program, man. Get with this preaching. I mean, I am. I'm looking at all this stuff. I'm interacting with it. Look at Amy. Amy and Fernando, they're preaching nicely. Follow their preaching. Get inspired. Follow their example. Follow River's example. Look at Lalita Ganga. She's out there. You want to be a real devotee, follow their things and get off your asses of, whatever you're doing out there, doing these other things. They show the real example. See, that's where the juice is, man. That's where you'll be solid on this path because you're with the real. It's like, can you imagine? You're in the major leagues now. You're not sitting on the bench or in the thing. You're playing ball, man. You're with the real Leela of Lord Caitanya here. Get in this Leela. Get on the ball field and play ball. Are you one of the team players or are you on some other team? Are you on Prabhupada's Vaidhi team out there? Hey man, didn't he come and give me this order to do this? Why wouldn't you want to be with this? Or you're floundering out there. These people who don't listen anymore, they all love I heard this thing. Oh, they all love Corona. They love him. Oh, you do? Oh, you friggin' neophyte. You stupid fool. He doesn't love to hear here or anybody else that's like that. And you love to hear from them and be with them. You are such a neophyte fool. And they still don't get it, some of them. What are you going to do? You throw the rope out? Throw the teaching out? You want to make advancement? Are you ready to get serious? You want to be delivered? You want to be like River? You want to be like Lalita and Johan? See? Do you like their bhakti? Man, well, follow their path. They're the witnesses, man. By my causeless mercy, be enlightened in truth about my personality, manifestations, qualities, and pastimes. See, my personality, manifestations. See, by my causeless mercy. See, that's why you can't figure it out on your own, can you? See, that's why you could study Prabhupada's books, and that's the big example, the devotees coming here. That's why Krishna had them study Prabhupada's books and translate them and everything. Then they come here. And then the verses kick in. Yes, be enlightened by my causeless mercy, the Lord coming as a devotee. Come and hear, because what you studied is full of mysteries. See, that's the causeless mercy, is to hear from a real devotee, man. Because that's the Lord speaking to you through the medium of the devotee. You get that causeless mercy. You become, you see, what do you think? People that are acting properly like this, they're attentively hearing and they have faith in Guru. See, Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. What happens? Then all of these mysteries are revealed. You start to act properly, so that people can follow your example. That's being Guru. You think being Guru is like that? They just jump to be like worshipped and all that? No, being Guru is being a river, Yamuna, is being a Lalita Ganga and a Johan, and by your example, that's Guru. Not these guys jumping on the thrones and with the big sticks and the big phone. They're not showing the example. You're showing the example of Guru, because you went in the door and become the shepherd of the sheep, not them. They didn't even go in the door yet. The door is they have to go through sufficient shiksha to become real Guru. You'll be a Guru 1,000 times faster. You're already Guru by your example. You went in the door, you become the shepherd of the real sheep, of those persons who are really looking for a relationship with God. This is the path I teach. If anybody wants to speculate, like on TikTok, I could imagine a lot of people think, what is he talking about, And we know how it is, right? There's a lot of people out there. Some of you are like that, right? It's okay. You have a right to be who you are, and I have a right to be who I am. I like being this. This is my message to the world. This is my thing, my passion, my truth. See? This is the truth that's in the books that I believe in, the Shastras I believe in, I love, that keep me solid and happy in this world. Okay? If anybody else wants it, you want a life like that? Well, hey, man. Not only do I live like this, but there have been people through the past, Prabhupada was like this. Bhakti Vinod, all in our line, they were all devotees like this. The Goswamis were like this. Krishnadas Kaviraj was like this. He loved the books. He loved the mantras. He loved Lord Caitanya. You want to be part of this family? It's a great family, man. Great happiness here. Yeah. You want to be on the outside? You want to be one of those who are against the family? Well, go to some of those who've fallen by the wayside, who give up following the real path. Yeah, go be like them. Go listen to them. Go rub shoulders with them. Go pick up their lack of qualification because you believe in that bullshit. Give me the association of a coarse devotee here with lots of bad qualities. Better, much better than a person has seemingly better qualities. Give me somebody who has faith in what we're doing, faith in Guru, faith in these Shastras, faith in these teachings, faith in this association. Oh yeah, even though they've got coarse qualities and they have problems sometimes and they give problems, I'd rather be with them. This is not, you think this is my teaching? Well, I take it on board, but this is the teaching of the Acharyas. This is the teaching of the Bhagavatam. This is the teaching of Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Give me association with a coarse, faithful person than a person like a Maya. You know how many Mayavadis have great qualities? Oh, I'd rather be with somebody that has faith in what we're doing, even though they have coarse qualities right now and it's being refined, than somebody with great qualities. Like superficially anyway. Or like Sadhguru, that some people have faith in. Oh, give me association with the most coarse devotees here that don't speak smoothly and have a big following. I'd rather be with them than with Sadhguru who has no faith in this and is actually against Jesus Christ. I heard it with my own eyes. Said he was a bad person. Oh yeah, you sit out there, You'll see he'll at the end of his life, he will be frustrated. He will be miserable like King Solomon was. Whenever you go against a real devotee, and that's what happened. Watch out for those who go against Guru here and and think they know everything and they go against Guru. You start doing that, man, you got the boot, man. You got Maya's boot. You think the boot here in this world is bad? You got Maya's boot on your neck. You don't want that. So the real-eyed ones, let's see if they jump here. Follow the process is what you don't forget. Attach yourself to Guru and Krishna. Yeah. I've been telling people about this Sangha and about you, Gurudev, and they are so happy for me that I found my real tribe. Yeah, I know. It was nice. It's good. Yeah. Listening here, persons become conscious and awake. Yeah. Yeah, so just always remember that being guru is not what people think. Being guru is following the real process. You show the example. So being guru is not jumping like you're going to get people to listen to you and worship you and all that. That's the illusion. Being guru is following the process. Because that's what is so important for people to be delivered. They got to see an example. You cannot teach this without being an example of this. Okay? I'm in this position. Nobody can imitate this position. Anybody been around, you see. If this power of the Lord wasn't really on this, I would not be able to do this. Okay? The power is on the Lord for you also to follow the process. Otherwise, you couldn't follow it either. That's how you deliver people. You can do things that I can't do. And I can do things that you can't do. So we're just stay in our position. Not to envy my position as, well, I think I'm going to do. You can't do it. No one can do it. I could, unless the power was here, I can't do this. No way. I'm amazed myself. What happens here? Sometimes I think I must be drinking. Can't be how. That's why, I fought being actual in the position of guru. I couldn't, no, probably can't be true. You want me to do this. Are you kidding? Who am I? I wanted to pass the buck. Well, let's give it over to the responsibility to some other guru, some other Rhythmic thing, or there's something, Jesus, pass it on to them. No, that's too much for me to do this. No. So it never worked. I went to I tried everything, and I just had to okay, let me just do it. And everything works great, man. People get ecstatic devotion. I stay in my position, you stay in your positions. We work together as a team, and we put out the real message of Lord Caitanya, the real mercy of Lord Caitanya, and make people happy. We chant in ecstasy. They come and they chant in ecstasy. What is better than that? We put the real path on the stage of the world. It's been a long time since that's been here. When has Prema Bhakti been preached here, practically? A long time. Even the acharyas it's like, are you kidding? Preaching Prema Bhakti? Showing these things and, the recent acharyas are, like, oh, well, we got the authorization now. It's okay. And we'll prove it, man, because it works. Anybody coming, man. Yeah, okay, let's see here. So, Shamaguri, you want to give us a word since your microphone's working today?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you good.
Yeah, okay. I just want to relate to what you said. I would not accept any other guru anymore now, since I have come here for 2.5 years listening to you.
Mm.
Yeah, that's no go. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, like if you find the real path, then it should be solid, not just a blind faith thing. It's something that you analyze, you look at from all angles of vision, and that faith built on the foundation of truth must be like that, and then it'll get you on through anything. Govinda. There we go.
Oh,
Is that oh yeah, see, one of your things, you got two things up here. I removed one. Let's see. I guess you're, it's not strong enough to get you in here. Maybe, yeah, you don't have enough power. Looks like your thing is weak. Go off and come back on. There, Govinda. Maybe we're in get a better location. Yeah. Tom, what do you have to say?
Oh my God! This transcendental connection is so alive now. It's so powerful. It overrules all the material complaints, distractions, lamenting. It's overruling every material emotion also. It's becoming very strong. My God. It's becoming very clear now, everything. Everything is becoming very clear. The proportions, what's important, what's more or less important, where to hold on to, where to listen to. The quality becomes very obvious. Yes, where is the real substance? Where is the real love of God functional? And yes, like Amy says, it's going really fast now. We are going really fast.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just, actually it's fast, and especially once it becomes natural, it's just after a while, you just naturally love the scriptures. You naturally love loving the truth, it's just our nature, lifestyle.
Yeah, if you tasted this quality, then you don't want the other ones. The previous one, they dissolve into the background compared to this quality, to this substance. This is the real Nitya Satchidananda, functional vigraha, functional form. This is the functional substance, the functional Satchidananda. So it becomes more clear and more clear every time.
Yeah. I mean, we're lucky. We have so much here, so much help from the unseen and from the seen, from these wonderful books. You can't get bamboozled. If we come here every day and we keep reminding ourselves of the truth, she can't come in. It's only, and you can see it becomes so obvious that people not getting this are the ones who just go away and they don't listen. And then they come up with all these speculations and all these contrary ideas.
Yeah, it's so obvious. Now I can see who is jumping with a false parachute and who is jumping with a real parachute. And they cannot see. They cannot see. Well, you're jumping. Yes, I'm very proud. I'm very courageous. Yes, I'm going to jump. But we can see he has a false parachute. So he will fall like a pudding. But it's so obvious now, and yeah, we can warn them and laugh about it, but it's seeing this from this level of consciousness is so clear.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because we're following the process. See, that's the thing. We follow the process, and then it works. See, the process works. The way, the path. This is the path. These books are the meaning of the path, the truth of the path, and just by discussing these things and everything, we find the path, and anybody else listening finds the path. That was you look at Bhagavad Gita. All it was Krishna talking to Arjuna, and then they put it down in a book, and then all people start to understand things better, especially if you're a devotee. Yeah. Yeah. Anything else you want to say there, River? Thank you, Tom.
A lot of people get upset because they say that you say the same thing again and again and again. I would never have got through this unless you said it again and again and drilled it into me, because that's how we learn repetitively anyway. We learn like that. And with you, you've been a teacher repeating in different ways, in different moods, in a different way. And for me anyway, I've needed to hear the same thing again because it's gone, or because it's not natural yet. It's gone. So to keep hearing it, it's been really great, Maharaj. And seeing seeing you Alita working in flat 5 classes, but watching her journey like a hawk. I've been watching her journey like a hawk and seeing her changes, little changes, and her advancement. You said, having examples, you've been a great example. And without you knowing all of this, fully, we couldn't get it. We couldn't get it from your words. But with Lolita, I watched and I wanted that. I was on that was much more attractive than anything else. And the fact that the process was there, the example was there, you made more examples, has kept me here. Seeing growth in others has kept me here. It's wow, so great. It does become natural, and that's how it's supposed to be, isn't it? It's just naturally, naturally like that. And one feels, like Tom was saying a minute ago, I feel so much stronger. And I am doing things that I didn't know I could do. And I'm saying things that I didn't know that I could say and be in a certain way. And it's all for preaching purposes. And it's an all-rounder. This team is an all-rounder. You are you're holding our team together. You're the coach, the manager, all of them holding. And you've got positions for all of us. We've got positions in the team.
Yeah.
And if we hold them, we get stronger in them on this platform of truth. Everything, you always used to say, everything in this world reflects the spiritual world. And it's so true. It's our individual lives, reflect who we are as well, much, much deeper than this false illusionary person that we've become. It's like that picture of Lord Caitanya where he's coming out of the ocean, like that. I feel like that. I feel like I'm raised out of this heavy, oh my God, I go through some stuff. It's quite heavy and it could pull me down. But without hearing this, it keeps me lifted. And I stay lifted. You've changed. Staying on this road, staying on this path, with you, with somebody, with support, with people to help us, to hold us, to give to us, to share with us. Wow, there's nothing like this on the planet, and I've been studying forever with different teachers. It had to be you, because you was already ecstatic, and you was already sharing so much, and I'm so fortunate. I feel unstoppable now. I really feel I mean, I go on if I don't come on, I'm on Bigo talking to people, and I have the strength that you have given me to be able to speak to them and kind of wheel them in like a fisherman.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they get really interested. And sometimes I'm on Bigo and they start fighting between each other, and they're like, some of them are Christians and they're like, and they're Muslims and all sorts of things. And they like my message because I'm connected to you. They love that energy. And everything is a nice place. I'm not saying being unwell. I wish I could still transcend that even. Well, yeah, transcend that even more, because it pulls me away sometimes, but it will never pull me away for too long.
Yeah.
That's why everybody has to come. If you knew what I had to deal with, oh my God. And I can only deal with it because it's been so many years. And this, oh wow, it's jewel. It's the jewel in the whole crown. It's the needle in the haystack. And what you do, you make the needle and the haystack just move out the way, and it's just the Lord Caitanya desire tree, and you are connected to that. Thank you so much. I feel so solid and strong and in a different place than ever before. I removed my obstacle, and it really, really helped me, bring my full focus onto absolute truth. And I love it. It is such, it's so powerful. More than anything that's going off here, I feel so fortunate and so lucky. And yeah, and I had to go through things. You all saw them. I didn't keep them back, but it just brings you through your mercy. Your mercy, you transcend all of our shit, and you allow us to return. You allow us to keep receiving the mercy and keep growing. The power in you to be able to do that. And we're all of these, how many different beings, and you just bring us together and hold us together, and we grow together. Intimacy here is actually phenomenal, actually more than that, because we're just letting go of the false, and it's the real. And being able to be real creates intimacy, because you can be real. Being your false self, you're hiding stuff and your little snake, and you're doing all this stuff. You can't have that kind of intimacy. The Lord will not give it you. The process that you give us allows us to receive the Lord, Maharaj. We have to follow this process, because it changes the way. It changes us. It's not just transcendence from material to spiritual. And we can only do it without the process. And we have the greatest spiritual master to be able to do it. I can't believe what you do. I was just looking through your videos. There's thousands and thousands. I'm looking for a certain period. But my God, it's like, with all the colors and all your t-shirts, like a rainbow, an endless rainbow of your videos. Thank you. Thank you very much, Shama and Tom.
Yeah. All right. Well, great. That was awesome. Yeah. Thanks for sharing these things. Yeah. So why don't let's take a little break here, and I need to move around a little bit. You do too, probably. Okay. So yeah, let's play the song here, and I'll TikTok. Hey, thanks TikTok. Hey, thanks for coming, Vedic Way, again, and everybody else who've been watching. We do this every day. This was a little talking about the this path. We follow this disciplic path, but you can just come chant with us. There's so much benefit in chanting. If you want deeper philosophy and the truth about what is truth and what is the world about and stuff, we can go into that too. And thank you very much. And so we'll see you later there, Vedic. I'll come back a little bit later. Okay, now we'll play the song for this here. Hare Krishna.
He would go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Haribo. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the